Conflicts and wars, despite their obvious devastating impacts, also cause ripples in other aspects of life, those ripples affecting business and economics. Amid the ongoing war in Gaza, some communities, especially Arab communities, decided to support the Palestinian cause by boycotting some international brands, McDonald's and Starbucks, both reporting slower sales, missing analysts' expectations as a result. Coca-Cola and Nestle were ordered by Turkey to remove their products from stores as well. Other brands like Zara, Puma, Burger King, and Pizza Hut have also been targeted by boycotts, affecting their sales and operations in various regions. So to fill the void, new business endeavors took hold: local Arab brands. Palestine Cola was born out of a desire to provide a meaningful alternative to global giants like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Three brothers in Sweden saw an opportunity to create a brand that resonated with their heritage and supported a greater cause. Since its launch, Palestine Cola, marked by its distinctive symbols of the Palestinian culture and identity, has garnered immense support from consumers who are eager to embrace the product that aligns with their values. A significant portion of the proceeds from Palestine Cola are also promised to be directed towards humanitarian aid in Gaza and the West Bank. This is Business Extra from the National News in Abu Dhabi, and I'm your host, Cody Combs. Today I'm joined by one of the founders of Palestine Cola, Mohamed Kiswani, to talk about the new soda brand, the competitive beverage industry, and how the brand plans to scale operations and make a significant social impact. Thanks so much for joining us on Business Extra.
Thank you for having me, Cody.
So can you tell us about the origins of Palestine Cola and what inspired you to start this venture?
Well, you said pretty much in the introduction, just briefly, and we want to say that we wanted to make an alternative for the market. That's pretty much the whole idea from the beginning.
And how did your background in car accessories and real estate influence your approach to the beverage industry?
The main idea was to do this charity foundation, the Safad Foundation, to help and aid the Palestinian community and the civil society in Palestine in some way, and to get as much donations to this foundation as possible. And after thinking about how we in the business network that we have here in Sweden could contribute to give as large donations and profits as possible, we thought of this business idea as it is a large market, and we believe that we could get a good share of this market to make good profits for the donations to the charity foundation, Safad Foundation.
And Mohammed, can you tell me about the history of the parent company, Safad Food, family connection to that particular name?
Yes, it's a Palestinian town, Palestinian city in the north, close to Lake Tiberias. And it was the original town that the Hassoun family is from before they were expelled in 1948 and had to leave Palestine. So that's why when they wanted to start this company with this mission, they wanted to connect their hometown to the company. So we chose this name, Safad Food. First step is to launch this Palestine drinks, and the next step is to launch more products in the same segment of food and drinks.
So this is your first product?
Yes, this is our first product, Palestine drinks, and as you can see on our website, we have the cola flavored drinks, and we are also planning in the pipeline to launch the orange and the lemon and other products as well.
How have sales been so far? And in what countries is it currently available in?
Sales has been very good, better than we could ever expect. We started the launch here in Sweden, of course, and from here, Denmark was very close, and then we have gone to Northern Europe, like Belgium, France, and also entering Germany, and we have also sold some quantities in Norway and Finland.
Can you extrapolate a little bit on why specifically you launched this soda? Was it directly in response to the war in Gaza, or had this been coming for a long time, something you had wanted to do? Just can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, to be honest, the idea started in November, and the plan from the beginning was to make this charity foundation and to collect as much as donations to the Safad Foundation as possible from the business network and companies here in Sweden, Palestinian companies in particular, but also all other business owners who would like to contribute to the charity foundation. And then to take it a step further, we thought of why not make a business that could donate all of its profits to the foundations. And this product is a good product with a large share in the market. So that's pretty much it.
The design of the packaging, the can, how
Yes.
did that come about? Can you talk about some of the significant items that are on that packaging?
Yes, of course. We worked very long time on the packaging for months, on the brand, on the name, and on the symbols, and what we wanted the product to give as a message to the world, of course. So the brand Palestine, of course, as you can see, is the most important on the can to keep the name of this country, home origin country of ours, to be remembered all over the world. And then we have the olive tree, which is, of course, a Palestinian olive tree. The oldest olive trees found in the world are in Palestine. So it's a very significant and obvious symbol for the country of Palestine. And then we have the kufiya, which is also a very specific symbol for the Palestinian people. It's been used since 100 years back and even more, being very strong for the identity of the Palestinian people.
We've seen a lot of local Arab brands flourish as a result of the social boycott of many international brands. What role does boycott, divestment, sanctions, BDS movement have on your company and the other independent movements? What role does that play in your company's growth? And for that matter, do you see anything growth beyond that?
We see a big market. Our goal is to launch products in this brand in all continents and every single country in the world. We see a big market for drinks, of course. As you know, you go to any restaurant or any store all over the world, you can find carbonated soft drinks. That's the main goal, to launch it all over the world. The second goal is, of course, to make this statement of remembering Palestine and giving the message of liberty for everyone, and to be a fair competitor to the major other brands. And to answer your question about the impact that we might make, we can only refer to the movement in South Africa for the apartheid state, where this kind of business forces or consumer power gave very good results for the movement against injustice.
Do you think you've had enough time to study the soda market and consumption? What sort of market share are you looking to have in the Arab region?
Well, let's say we are beginners. We are new in this market. We are learning by doing. We are learning very fast, talking to producers, talking to distributors all over the world. We are very humble in our goals, I would say. We are not only talking about the market shares in the Arab region, we're talking about the market shares in Europe and the American countries and all over the world. If we can get a small percentage and give all the profits of that share to the charity foundation and other organizations also, then we will believe that we have succeeded.
And what is your funding model? Do you have any other investors that are trying to join the business or have joined the business?
Well, let's say that the founders, the family, and we also working in this in the business network, have been funding this project by our own, mainly from the family, of course, and also from our distributors. We have very dedicated and engaged distributors paying up in front to make this project possible for us.
How many bottles or how many cases have you sold?
Well, let's say that we have distributed in Europe, let's say Scandinavia and Northern Europe until now. We are reaching 10 millions and we have orders for another 10 million the next coming months. So it's going very well for us.
That's a lot of soda, obviously.
It is, yes.
What about plans for the Middle East? If you wanted to buy some in the United Arab Emirates, if you wanted to buy some in Saudi Arabia, there are local soda distributors here besides Coca-Cola, besides Pepsi. Do you have plans to enter some of these countries? Where do you see that going?
Yes, we have plans. We are already talking to producers in the Middle East, of course, and we are planning to get a significant share of the market over there also. As you said, there are more competitors in the Middle East than in Europe. Currently, we don't have production in the United States. We are sending some samples, or we have sent some samples, and there have been people buying online from our distributors to the United States, but we have yet not exported it, let's say, officially to the United States. But it will be in the near future.
How does that work? Are people able to go online and just like, let's say I'm in Ohio and I want to order some in the United States? How does it get? Do you guys actually ship it out?
We don't ship it out, our distributors do. So people have been ordering from our resellers and distributors from Europe. The people that want this product, they find their way. So we have seen that it has been reaching the United States, it has reached south of Europe also, and the Middle East, and from our resellers and our distributors.
What has surprised you most so far from the response? Because we've seen this story picked up in so many media outlets around the world. Has this exceeded your expectations? And what has surprised you the most?
It has exceeded our expectations. The most surprising for us is that many non-profit organizations are also helping us sell this product for us and marketing it. And I mean, we have had influencers who normally take huge sums of money to market different products, but they do it for us almost for free.
What do you say to those who kind of look at this and say, well, this is just a soda. A soda can't change the world?
Well, let's say like this. This is a soda. It's nothing extraordinary about it. It's a quality product. And the goal is to keep it as a quality product. We don't want to make any cheap fighter brand here. We are looking for a quality product with a good taste, a great taste, I must say. And it's not the soda that will change the world, but it's the statement that we are putting on the can and in the brand, and the mission of the charity projects that we are doing from the profits from this product.
I'm not a soda connoisseur, so forgive this question for sounding glib. But what kind of thought did you put into the taste of the product? Some people get very, picky about what sodas they like, what sodas they don't like. If it comes from a soda fountain, if it comes from a can. Are you a soda aficionado?
Well, that question is hard to answer. I am not a soda connoisseur, if I might say so, but it tastes good. And I would even say it tastes better than all the major brands on the market today.
Is it only available in certain one iteration? Are you going to have a diet version, different flavors per se?
Yes, we have marketed it on our website, palestinedrinks.com, that we are launching the sugar-free version also, and in different flavors as orange and lemon. And we are also planning for an energy drink very soon.
That dovetails into my next question, really, and that is, what are your long-term plans for this? Is this just going to be sort of a flash in the pan where, it's a short-term product, or do you have this going 5-10 years down the line?
No, we are certainly doing this as a long-term project. We are not talking 5 or 10 years. We're talking 50, 60, 100 years from now. As long as people are drinking soda and carbonated sodas, then we will be a competitor on the market for the major brands, and maybe, hopefully, be one of the major brands in the future.
How many distributors do you currently have around the world?
Well, let's say that we have interest from thousands of distributors all over the world. In each country here in Scandinavia and Northern Europe now, let's say we have about 10 to 15 distributors in every country, buying the large amounts and volumes today. And we are getting interested distributors applying for buying and selling our products every day. So we have hundreds of emails coming in every day from large soda distributors applying for selling our products.
And what we keep hearing about a lot of companies that are similar to this company in terms of, creating some autonomy in the Middle East, not depending so much on, for lack of a better word, these Western brands. It's not easy to start Middle East manufacturing plants. Nonetheless, is that sort of something you would like to do down the line so it can be produced in the Middle East?
Yes, of course. We have the same plan for every country, not only in the Middle East. We are also planning in Europe first we export to the Middle East, and then we will do the manufacturing, let's say, not have to transport these large volumes overseas and on trucks, and to be more, let's say, to be more environmentally friendly, we are planning to produce in every region and not transporting. That's the main goal. That's the long-term goal, of course, yes.
Is there anything else that I'm not asking that you want people to know about this soda, this company, or this movement, frankly?
Well, let's say that we have had great response from our customers. We are proud, and our customers are proud of our product. We are seeing people and influencers marketing it for us for free. So we have proof and evidence every day that we are on the right path and with the right mission and the right statement, which is liberty for everyone and for a fair and just world.
Liberty for everyone. I think we'll leave it right there. The journey continues. Mohamed Kiswani, thank you for joining us in Sweden.
Thank you, Cody.
That's it for this edition of Business Extra. Please remember to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasting content so you can receive all of our episodes as soon as they come out. This episode was produced by Arthur Edison and Doa Farid. For The National, I'm future editor Cody Combs. Thanks for listening.